Siobhan writes 5 stars. Proof that Spider-Man is the best superhero is that they can keep remaking it, and you'd think the story would be exhausted by now, but it only somehow gets better and better every time.
Boom.
Sick. How's it going? I'm Shameik Moore.
And I'm Hailee Steinfeld, and we are going to be reading reviews from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is one of the top 20 highest rated films on Letterboxd of all time, by the way, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, so Becca Leese writes 4.5 stars. I need a Gwen Stacy movie, please. That's why she's holding out on the rest of the 0.5. She's waiting for a Gwen Stacy movie to give a 5-star review. I get it. I want it too. I was so excited to see Across the Spider-Verse for the first time because, you know, while I have somewhat of an idea of what's happening, we never actually get a full script. So seeing the movie for the first time is like reading the script for the first time. And seeing that the movie opens with Gwen's story was so exciting because it, of course, just sets us up for what's to come in Gwen's world.
Ty writes, when Miles throws the bagel and hits the guy on the head and it says bagel, there's nothing better than that, folks. Wow. Look at you, Ty. You might be a genius. I think the writers are very intentional and purposeful with every single second of this movie, of the first movie, and probably the ones to come. So I'm just honored to be able to trust and like let go and just do my part and be directed to be a part of a very iconic, groundbreaking film. I think Spider-Man fans will love this movie to their core.
Sri writes 5 stars. I want to be in on this interdimensional text chain so bad. I get it. Honestly, same. It is with great sadness that I am here to admit there's not a Spider-Verse text chain. But honestly, this has inspired me to start one.
Yeah.
Get Jake, get Issa, get Daniel, Shay, come on, Brian, Luna, we get them all. Phil, Chris, Kemp. It's gonna happen. This is, you've inspired this this interdimensional text chain.
Matt Singer writes, not sure whether to be kind of flattered or deeply offended that when my daughter saw a middle-aged, slightly doughy, sweatpants wearing Peter Parker, she called him Daddy Spider-Man. Matt Singer, man, I can only imagine. I was able to meet Jake Johnson in the booth while recording the first film, Into the Spider-Verse. I was probably having like a bad day, honestly, that day. I might have been annoyed about something. Like my girlfriend broke up with me or something that day. I remember being sad or like one of those things. And I remember working with Jake and like he just changed my energy, you know, working with him. And he talks about it like how he'll say, I found my Peter opposite his Miles. And I feel like it's the same. You know, we had so much banter, and it also played out so well because the scenes we were doing, Miles was a little low energy or like sad or trying to figure out how to become Spider-Man, and it just really played out really well. Art really does imitate life, and the emotion, everything happens for a reason. So Jake is one of my favorite people ever.
Shay writes, I wish it was physically possible for me to keep my eyes open for 117 minutes straight because I hated that I missed 0.2 seconds of this movie every time I blinked. A lot can happen in that amount of time, so don't watch this movie tired, I'll say that. Be ready, be present, and just use a little tape or something, you know what I'm saying? You won't miss a thing. I feel like there are so many things to catch that you couldn't possibly catch them the first time, which... Sorry to say, that means you gotta watch it like, I don't know, maybe 10 times in order to catch everything. Maybe like 12?
In the theaters, though.
17.
Specifically in the theaters, so you can like really
get it.
The details of it, you know? The small screen just doesn't do it.
No, you'll never catch them that way.
Truly though, with the animation, it's just like some things you're just like, oh snap, I didn't see it like that before.
So highly recommend seeing this film more than 27 times. I like how my number went from like 5 to 27. Great.
Pilot writes, wow, the only bad thing about this movie is that it didn't exist when I was 10.
Oh, I love that. I feel like I've been saying that.
I'm not sure about 10, you know, but by the time I was 12, You Got Served was on loop. Like, that's the movie that really sparked my creative being.
This is just an all-time favorite, and I saw this movie for the first time, I believe, when I was probably around 10, maybe a little bit sooner, but Paper Moon, that was the movie for me. That was it. I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta make a movie.
I'm gonna watch Paper Moon just so I can,
so you know?
Just so I can, like, be closer to Hailee.
Ryan Daniel writes, 5 stars. This is one of the most rewatchable, easy to vibe with movies I've ever seen, and it deserves every ounce of recognition that it's gotten.
Aww.
That is so very sweet.
With Across the Spider-Verse, I'm very excited for the audience to see how beautiful this animation is. I think they really leveled it up in a way there is no animated film or live action film that looks like this. It's insane, and I hope you guys love it.
If you liked the first one, you're in for a real treat.